Hey all, my name is Paul Borosky and I am the owner of Quality Business Plan. And what I'd like to do today is to give you all some tips and tricks on how to write a women's apparel store business plan, as well as how to construct a basic financial model to help you all identify the number of customers that need to be serviced, average sales price, and from that information tie in some cost and show y'all what your profits are going to be based on some of those basic estimates. So the way the video is going to work out and play out is that I'm going to first give you all a little bit of information about who I am, what I do, and why I do it. From that point, we're going to walk through some tips and tricks for writing a women's apparel business store business plan. And then from there, we'll wrap it up, sum it up, and call it a day. All right, so as promised, a little bit about me. I am, again, Paul Borosky, owner of Quality Business Plan. I am a professional writer, specifically a business plan writer. If you all want to avoid all the fun and excitement of writing your own business plan, please pick up the phone, give me a call, send me a text, send me an email. I would be delighted to help you out with your business plan. If you do want to write your own business plan, at least check out some of my books on Amazon.com. The books are geared towards business plan writing, so they should be most helpful when you're partaking in this wonderful adventure of writing a business plan. And then finally, I am a subject matter expert as well as an adjunct professor for both business and finance. So I do know my stuff for finance. And if you all would like me to do the financial projections for you, for your business plan, again, I'd be delighted to do so as well. Again, call me, text me, send me an email. However you want to contact me, feel free to do it. All right. So with that said, as promised, let's talk about the women's apparel store business plan. And for tip number one, company description. When you are writing your business plan for your women's apparel store, make sure to talk about the product mix. In some women's stores, some women's apparel stores, they're going to be heavy into the blouses, the dresses, the pantsuits, the sundresses, into the apparel. And when you're heavy into the apparel, that's fantastic. Then, because that's going to be your niche, it's your specialty, is the apparel. But make sure you go heavy into it. Make sure you talk about it, and then still mention that you're going to be selling accessories, whether it's sunglasses or necklaces or what have you, purses, handbags, whatever your accessories you're going to be selling. Make sure to mention that at the bottom. However, in other women's apparel stores, what they do is they have a nice mixture of apparels of your pants and suits and your shirts and your blouses, as well as a wide array of accessories where when a woman comes in, they're going to walk out with a full wardrobe, and you might even include shoes with that. So whatever your structure is, whatever your product is, make sure to identify it and then make sure to discuss it and make sure to provide some of your thoughts and ideas as to the strategies behind why you're focusing on just apparels or why you're focusing on a mixture of apparels and accessories. So make sure you identify what the product mix is and then provide some strategies and some thoughts and ideas to support your product mix. Next, in the company description section, make sure to include some industry statistics. For example, the women's apparel store industry in the U.S. right now is about a $30.7 billion industry. Revenue growth is a negative 0.3%. For the next 5 years annually, and the historical growth for the last 5 years is a negative 6.7. The reason the historical growth is so low is because of the COVID challenges that we've had. Also, a lot of women's stores, what they're doing, women apparel stores, what they're doing is they're also mixing in an online segment. In that online segment, the convenience factor of providing shopping online is eating some of the brick and mortar sales. So those sales are going up where the brick and mortar sales are going down. But you have also a wide customer base that still want to go in and try the outfits on, and they want to see them and feel them and taste them and touch them or whatever they're going to do to them. They're still going to want to go to a location for maybe have some higher dollar purchases and then buy the smaller stuff online. Whatever it is. Make sure to include this industry statistics and just keep in mind that, yes, some of these numbers right here are not that great. Revenue projected growth, negative 0.3%. That's not a huge shrinkage, but just keep in mind when you put these industry statistics in there to state that if you're going to have an online segment, make sure to state that, or make sure to put in some mitigating circumstances. You might have your apparel store in a location that it's very popular for shopping in an area. It might be in a strip mall. Whatever it is, you make sure to put some compensating factors in there if you're going to include some of these statistics. All right, next, when you're writing your women's apparel store business plan, you do want to include some financial projections. Now, for this video, I'm not going to go too heavy into the financial projections, but I am going to introduce you all to a nice basic model that you can use. Once constructed, can help you identify how many customers you need to get in the door, what the average sales price needs to be, and then from that point, you'll be able to identify some profits. The way this is broken up, segment number 1 starts with customer ticket, and from the customer ticket, how many customers do you need to get in the door? So in this example, we're saying that we're going to average about 20 customers. We're going to get 20 customers a day in the door. The average sales price is going to be $85, and it's going to cost us to buy the garments or the apparel and the accessories about $40. So if we sell 85 bucks, it's going to cost us $40 for that, what that breaks down to. Next thing we need to do is figure out our gross profits. We do that by deducting the $40 from the 85. And then we need to figure out the total gross profits daily. We'll do that by multiplying the 45 by the number of customers, which is 20. Gives us total gross profits of $900. We then take that $900, multiply it by the number of days we're going to be open. For this example, 30. Gives us monthly gross profits of $27,000. Next step is to take that $27,000, plug it in down here to our monthly profits, and then we need to figure out our monthly fixed cost. We're going to go ahead and calculate the lease, the labor, utilities, marketing, supplies, accounting, legal, insurance, miscellaneous. Add them all up and then plug them in right underneath the gross profits. In this example, $14,800. Finally, we're going to deduct our monthly costs from our gross profits. And again, in this example, it gives us a net profits of $12,200. So what this tells us is that if we get 20 customers in the door and the average sales price is $85, then if we control our cost, we should be able to achieve net profits of $12,200. Now, if we don't think we can get 20 customers in the door, maybe 18 customers, all we have to do in this financial model is change that 20 to 18, and then our profits are going to calculate roll over and calculate accordingly. So it's a great little model to identify how many customers we need to get in the door, what's the average sales price need to be. If we focus on those items, then everything should take care of itself as long as we control our cost. All right, so hopefully that information was helpful. And just to sum it up, when you're writing your women's apparel store business plan, make sure to follow a proven format. I do have a women's apparel store, a business plan template that is available for purchasing online on my website, qualitybusinessplan.com/women's apparel store business plan template. It's got the industry research for women's clothing stores. It has a financial model already aligned with the women's store industry, and then it has a Word document that all you're doing is just filling in a blank, and you're ready to roll with your business plan, usually in about 30 minutes to an hour. If you do want a custom business plan written for your women's apparel store business, I'd be delighted to do so. Check out my packages at qualitybusinessplan.com/business plan prices 3 /. So hopefully this video was helpful. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. And as always, go out and make a little bit of money. Thank you.